Okay, this is motorcycle jousting, and the culture is coming from the southern United States. History of motorcycle jousting. It was first invented in the 1980s. A friend group was watching a medieval times movie and saw what jousting going on during the movie. They were wondering if it would work on riding motorcycles, so they tried it out, and since then it has become an awesome epic sport. The sport takes place during the annual X Games and has been a part of the X Games since 1999. It is dangerous, but awesome and exhilarating at the same time. The first competitive match took place during the 1999 X Games, and the grand prize was for $1 million.
The next thing we'll be talking about is the music, and you'd be quite intrigued on what the music would be like. The first bullet point states that the music was something unique but very fitting. Since this was created in the 1980s, the music's had to be intense and very high energy. So they used musics like Queen, AC/DC, Kiss, Europe, etc. Basically 80s rock music. But over time, as music and the game started to evolve, they started including different artists, such as Panic at the Disco, Imagine Dragons, Green Day, and any other rock bands. So instead of it just being exclusively rock music, they started to evolve it into such as alt music as well. Then came the food. Of course, since this is more of a southern thing, they started to have more of a barbecue sort of a stuff, since it was strictly in the southern part of the United States, but they wanted to widen the range of food. But most of the time you would see stuff like French fries, chicken nuggets, hot dogs, burgers, corn dogs. But for more traditional, you could find various meat products such as steak, chicken, or pork. There were different food. This gave the game a bit of a wide variety of taste.
Okay, so next off, this is how you play motorcycle jousting. So two guys start off on dirt bikes, no bigger than 125 cc's. And then the lances can only be made out of cedar wood since it's a little bit soft to where it won't stab stab your opponent and kill them with wooden tips, and you can't have any metal on it. And you must start 50 yards away from each other, so it's a fair advantage. And if anyone starts before the green light says go, that results in a 1 second head start for the opponent. And then if both opponents remain on the motorcycle after jousting, they'll go again until one person falls off. And padding can be worn, but it's not required. And it's a fight to the end. Like I said, you go until one guy falls off.
So when the first game started in Sweet Home, Alabama. It was created by a group of 12 rednecks in the sticks who had old motorcycles just laying around their yard, who thought it'd be a great idea when they were all nice and drunk. Came up with the idea of motorcycle jousting, which is now a popular sport in all of Alabama, and it's more to come in all the states. And in these pictures here, you can see in the top left is a average size 125cc motorbike or dirt bike, whichever you prefer to call it. It cannot be over 125 cc's is the requirement. In the right, you see a picture of a lance, and this stems from the old feudal days in England, where knights and other higher up officials would use their horses and charge at each other with these long lances until someone got knocked off.
So to conclude, the motorcycle jousting culture is different, but it is special in its own way. It has a unique combination of different regions across the United States, and the music is unique because it plays from the 1980s decade and it has evolved over time. The food is somewhat common, but you can never go wrong with burgers and dogs. The sport is dangerous, but it is fun and exhilarating. It has become insanely popular, and it is a hit in the X Games. Thank you, and that is all.